Hey everybody, this is Mike Venus, and I'm here today to speak on the Akai Force. I haven't worked with it in a long time, obviously, but I think the issue with this machine is not that it's not legendary. It just makes shit so easy, bro. This beat that you hearing, I just made this shit. It ain't, I won't say it's the greatest thing, but I think it's good enough to have in the background while I'm doing this little convo with you. All right. This thing is amazing, but it's so many people that I don't know what it is, their expectation of this machine or their in their mind the concept that they might have. It's not what it is. You got to embrace this thing for what it is. It is legendary, bro. What other machine do you know that you can make 4 clips? Really, it was just 2 clips because I copied the other ones on it. It's so fast to make a beat on here, bro. It's stupid fast. Like, if you are a beat maker, right? Because it's really the hip hop people that make hip hop or trap or shit like that. EDM producers, they kill it on here. I don't really hear them complain that much or that get it and then they return it. It's mainly hip hop people. Now let's break that shit down. Hip hop, if you're doing some classic hip hop like boom bap, shit like that, it's not much to it. It's really just kind of like this. And this ain't even classic hip hop. This is just me using the synthesizers and sound designing this, but it's just a basic hip hop beat or drum pattern, a sub bass, regular bass, and 2 synths from the plugin, hype synth. The bass line is from, or the bass is from bassline synth, and the drums was made out of, I think, hype synth. Not hype, yeah, hype synth. So, but this is typically what a hip hop beat would be. It's a loop. It's basically a loop, right? It's a loop. So when it comes to it, it's not gonna take long to make beats on here. And honestly, I think it's coming from content creators. Why they don't like this one. Because if you're not a producer that used more than 4 tracks, and this is literally 4 tracks, then because all my drums is on 1 track, my bass line's on another track, my 2 hype synth sounds are on a different track. That's 4 tracks, and if I even bounce this out to separate tracks, it's only gonna be 3 more or 2 more. Be my kick, snare, and hi-hat. So honestly, it just doesn't, it's not as attractive as if you were playing on the MPC. See, on the MPC, even if you're not using all the sounds in that bank, they can still be colored up. And it looks cool, it looks full, it looks like you're really doing something. But the Force kind of reveals like, nah, bro. You only using 4 tracks. 4 tracks, bro, to make your sounds. And really, it don't take that much. It's just chords, bass line, and some drums. Harmony, rhythm, melody. Right? And there's some shit you can just have playing in the background like I have now while I'm talking to you, but it doesn't look cool. You know, like if you watch the videos, they got all this shit going on, but I can see why hip hop producers or people that make make beats that, or songs that's mainly loop bass, in the sense that it's just a loop. um, why they might feel like the Force might not be for them. But I'm like, dude, this shit did not take me that long to make a beat. It really didn't. This shit was hella fast. I would say it take me less than probably 5 minutes. I could test myself, you know, because I already got this track saved with my drums on it. So I know these drums is on point. It's already saved. All I would have to do is just make my chords and the bass line. And that shit ain't gonna take long. You know what I'm saying? Then I'm done. You know what I'm saying? Maybe that's it. It takes the fun out of it. Now, if you and I recorded what you're hearing is the arranger, you know, and I got it looping just like a beat will be. It's 8 bars for the hook, 16 for the verse. That's what you're hearing. That shit did not take me that long, and it's just looping. You know what I'm saying? So imagine, like, just imagine, I consolidate and condense these down, right? And hypothetically, and say I wanted to perform my beats, right? It's only gonna be 2 clips. It's gonna be my A section and my B section, maybe 3, because you might do your intro, right? So if I was to create loops and samples and shit and then put it in a bank, this is not gonna fill up everything, especially if I'm just producing, you know. And then yeah, I can make a full track, and then I can set up my cue links to apply effects and shit. You know what I'm saying? Use the crossfader almost like as decks to mix it. You know what I'm saying? It's really cool. But really, what I think, this kind of goes back on Akai. And the reason why I say it goes back on Akai is because when they first brought this out, they were targeting, excuse me, DJs. And they made this a performance-based instrument. It wasn't until the complaints of people who ran out and bought this, assuming that they can produce on it, but there was no way to pull those songs out of here. You would have to put it in Ableton, you know, bounce it down, put it in the Ableton, or, you know, get something to turn it into a song. So the latest update, they literally gave the people what they want. And the value actually went back up because it started out $1,500. Would I, if it came out like it did today, would I have bought it at full price? Yeah. It's amazing. But the thing is, I do more things than just hip hop. You know what I'm saying? I do far more things than hip hop. And I think also the concept is that a lot of people who probably don't have any experience working in a standalone device really can't believe that you could do everything in here. And it probably kind of takes away, like, you know, kind of draw them back, because I can literally do everything with this. Like, this is the sole thing that's in my studio right now. My headrush looper board is sitting over there, right? Until I hook it up and set up how I want to do this. But yeah, this is a beast. Like I said, it's probably the most well-rounded, self-contained music production / performance instrument that's out there. And you can literally hook this up to a mixer and have it in your DJ set like they first promoted it, because it's literally set up the same way. But I think things done got complicated because now they made it into a production. It is the ultimate standalone production device. But the thing is, beat makers are not. They're not really. They're not happy about the Force, bro. You got guys out here who sold their ex. They baby. They love the ex. They sold it to get one of these, and then it's just like, I'm like, dude, the workflow is so fast on here, bro. Like, I could sit down. I could probably sit down and make several of these little loops, these beat loops, and do it without even thinking. You know what I'm saying? And record it to the arranger, set a loop mark, and just loop it, and pop a video on and just start talking. You know what I'm saying? So easy, bro. Don't hate on. Don't hate on it, bro. Now, but I really think the third thing is because content creators. I really feel like if you just buying stuff like this because you want to build up your channel and your channel is not really centered around uh, equipment reviews, then I don't see the purpose of getting one of these, because this is not an inexpensive device. This is pretty expensive, bro. Yeah. The X. This is professional gear, bro. This ain't like a toy or something. You can get you a one, MPC one. And even that, I would say it's an entry level device. It's not that expensive, but it's something that you can play with, do your little videos and shit like that. But buying something like this just to have it and then, do your videos. But then you realize it's not that appealing to look at because, like I said, you can see it from my glasses. I only got 4 clips. And really, I only made patterns on 2 of those clips. So it's like, why? Why even get one of these unless you gonna be pumping out beats or you gonna be performing? And I'm excited to see what the next update is gonna be. It's probably gonna make this shit Super Saiyan God level mode. You know what I'm saying? Or fucking Hakai Vegeta mode. Ultra Instinct Goku mode. Some shit that you never even imagined. And you know what's gonna happen? More of you people still gonna hate on this machine. And you know what? Mike prays for you. I pray for you because I care about you. But really, like I said, if you're a beat maker, this thing is probably the most easiest thing you will ever do. It is that easy, bro. It is super easy. And the sampling in here is really good. It is. It's the same MPC sampler. You know what I'm saying? But this shit's just clip launch. So what you would normally do over a bunch of tracks, you can do on one clip. It's a pattern. In today's music, they don't really switch their patterns up. It's just a big ass loop. So, it is what it is. But that's just my 2 cents. You know what I'm saying? I just seen, a few people that I was like, okay, they stepping out, they getting the Force. And you know what? They even had that shit for maybe a couple months, maybe 2 months, and they returning it. And I'm not gonna lie. I have not of yet to this day produced a track off of the Force yet. This is just a loop. It ain't going nowhere. Ain't like I'm gonna drop this on fucking, track it out and put it up on SoundCloud or, push it through my distributor on DistroKid. But I'm still learning how to use it. And I think that's another thing. And then it's not the MPC. It's a totally different workflow. So it's the learning curve. I'm still learning how to use this device. Yeah, I can make beats and I can make songs and I can sound design and I can do a lot of things on here, but actually releasing music that's made on this, I'm not there yet. And I only had it for like, I want to say like 6 months, you know? So it takes time, bro. Just like it took time for me to learn the MPC. The only reason um, when I switched and made music on the MPC from doing it on my phone or on a iOS device using GarageBand was now I had to learn the MPC workflow. And that, even though I forced myself to, stick only to that, I'm still learning that. And I had that thing over a year. So it takes time, bro. But yeah, to you beat makers, this shit is this is where it's at. If you are used to like creating loops, right? This is easy. This one single clip is a loop. You know what I'm saying? You can make multiple loops. If this was a drum track and you had all your samples and stuff in one bank and you wanted to make variations, you could do that. That's only 2 clips. And then let me show you something, right? You see, let's go to the matrix real quick. I can change the color of this, you know that, right? Right? So say if I had a bunch of different clips, but this is the same program. You see this is blue, I'm gonna make that red. So I know, okay, this song is red. Even though all these tracks or these loops can be made off of this one track, if I want different parts, I can color code it. You know what I'm saying? It's pretty cool. You know what I'm saying? So just think about it, man. Don't shoot it down so quick. Take your time, learn it. But like I said, this shit is legendary. That's my 2 cents. You know? Let me know what you think. I'm gonna come back and demonstrate some things. I want to build a template today, so when I hook this up, I can start making my performance kits, and then we'll see where this goes. So with that, y'all be blessed. Mike out.